In this video, I'll show you a really clean tabled card control. Before I get into it, you should check out the performance video. I'll put a link on the screen right here, just so you can get an idea for the timing and what it should look like, and then you can come back here and learn how to do it. Okay, so the basic idea is this. You take the card that you want to control. In this case, we'll use the 3 of clubs, and you're going to table the deck like this and lift up about half the cards. You place the card in, but you leave it sticking out. It doesn't really matter how much is sticking out. I usually do like half the card approximately, like that. And what's going to happen next is it's going to look like you're just very cleanly, very fairly pushing that card completely into the deck and losing it. Okay, but really here's what happens. The card is in-jogged, so it's still sticking out there and it's still in your control. Okay, but from the front, they can't see that. It looks like you just completely pushed in the deck and there's no way that you could still have any control over it. Now, what's the secret behind this? How do you do it? Well, to be honest, it kind of just works. Give it a try and you'll see for yourself. So, once the card is sticking out like this, all I'm doing is I'm pushing it in. I kind of come in and push the deck from both sides with my hands, and it just works. Give it a try. Now, you might need to experiment a little bit to figure out how to push it in so that it's in-jogged the right amount. Because if it's in-jogged too much, if it's sticking out like this, you know, people are still going to be able to see that. Okay, you want to do it so that it's in-jogged just a little bit. Okay, and if you're still kind of afraid that people are going to see that in-jog, here's a little tip that you can use. After you do the square up, or the supposed square up, you can kind of make the deck a little bit messy. Okay, so you can kind of just push the deck a little bit and kind of spread, how do you say that? It's kind of a bad angle to show you. But you can kind of bevel the deck so that it's kind of falling this way. And so that way the top cards of the deck are going to hide the in-jogged card. You see that? So that's something that I'll do sometimes. But you don't have to if you're at the right angle, or if you in-jog it just a little bit, no one's going to see it. If you are a little bit afraid of that, go ahead and spread the top cards out of the deck a little bit. Push them backwards a little bit. But when you're ready to actually do the control, all you have to do is you come over, you contact the in-jogged card, and you push down on it and then square it with the deck. That's going to leave you with a thumb break. Okay? So you know exactly where the card is at this point. From here, you're going to start doing a tabled riffle shuffle. Okay, so I'll put a link in the description box down below, and maybe on the screen here to for where you can learn the tabled riffle shuffle. But all you're going to do at this point is you're going to separate the deck at the break. You're going to move the bottom half of the deck to the right, and the top half of the cards to the left. This is the selected card at this point. Now you're just going to do a shuffle, and you're going to make sure the selected card falls on top. And there you go, you've controlled the card. Now I'll usually add a few more stuff, or a few more things to this. I'll usually do another, maybe 2 or 3 more riffle shuffles. So a little tip that you can do here is, instead of continuing to shuffle over and over again like this, where the right hand card continuously falls on top, that might get a little suspicious if you do it too many times, right? So here's a little subtlety that you can use. After the first shuffle, instead of taking the top half of the cards to the right, you can take it to the left. And that way now a left hand card falls on top. And for the next shuffle, again, you can take the top half of the deck to the right. And that way it looks like, or it doesn't look like the top card of the deck is staying the same. It looks like it's actually being shuffled in a random way. Okay, so that's a nice little touch. And then you can even follow up with a false cut if you want. In the performance video, I did the Vernon cold deck false cut. I'll put another link on the screen and in the description box down below for that. But that's basically it. You have now successfully controlled the card to the top of the deck in a very fair, very clean way. I hope you guys like that. Practice it, and I'll see you next time.